Good morning, it's Nadine. I just rolled out of bed and I'm having breakfast right now. It's 9:12 a.m. It's a Saturday and I thought that I would just vlog. Thinking about going to a cafe to have some lunch and my favorite coffee at a nearby coffee shop. But I want to talk about something more personal because I haven't chatted with you in so long. So I just wanted to talk about work because that's like a big part of life, and some musings that I have that are not necessarily very uplifting, I think, some of it, but they're all about like just the reality of life, I guess. So work. I've been working at this company since March. So March, April, May, June. This is gonna be my 4th month. So I've been working there officially for like 3 months. The place where I work at, we mostly do social media content. So from photos that brands post and like videos, some graphics and the like. We usually work with small businesses, also startups. It's a really fun job. Like, it's pretty creative, and also I like it because it's like a good mix of talking to clients, so kind of like accounts, but not as hectic as working in an ad agency. And I also get to be part of the creative process. So whenever there are shoots, we're usually there and we help style the photos, and afterwards for post we usually edit them. Everyone I love the team, like we all help each other. So far I really like it because every single person has a role, and the people that I'm working with, they're all like motivated and they're all like my age. I just like the environment because I can relate to the people that I'm working with, and every day I get to like talk to people and see people. I really like that about working. Like, working is very weird. Like, even after 2 years of me being out of college and entering the workforce, it's so odd still because you just spend a lot of time doing it, and every single day the question of how much money am I earning pops into my head, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like that I always think about it, and I think that if I think about it like that, and I think about it a lot, it just leads me into being very focused on that part of life. Do you guys understand? Like, just focusing on money, and I don't want to be like that, you know? But there's definitely like personal pressure on how am I gonna earn money, how am I gonna afford a house, how am I gonna not beat, but I've obviously my parents have given me such a amazing and privileged life. How am I gonna beat that sort of mindset? And that kind of stresses me out sometimes. I was talking about that with my workmate, and she said that life isn't about knowing all the answers, and we should just enjoy the process. That's like something that I always like try to remind myself, that just enjoy the process, just enjoy what you're doing, don't focus on that. But sometimes it just gets into your head, oh no, how am I gonna afford like a wedding? I don't even have a boyfriend. But thinking things like that, yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, that's, I guess, thoughts about life after college. And inevitably, like, we work in marketing, sometimes we also get into thoughts about our jobs, like the nature of our jobs. So since it's marketing, we're like helping people sell their products. We don't work with huge corporations, we work with like entrepreneurs or like a lower scale of business, and usually it's just like all local stuff. I do feel good that I'm helping them out because it helps their lives, but at the same time it's also like, am I pushing so much product, like consumerism? But then I also like promote stuff online as like a social media person. So yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. This job that I have, the jobs that I have, so weird. Just so much questions. Yeah, about the job thing, we also think about how important of a job it is, because if you think of other jobs such as being a doctor, you directly save lives. I just hate thinking about how, like, morality-wise, being a doctor might be better than being a businessman or something, or like a marketer. I hate thinking about that, guys. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I don't want you guys to have a hard time thinking about this either, but if you have like thoughts about this, let me know. And that whole like thought process led me into thinking about the trolley problem. I feel like I'm speaking so weird today. The trolley problem, it's something I learned in philosophy, but I wasn't really listening when it was being discussed, so please research on your own. But basically, the brake of your trolley is broken and you are the one controlling it. In the trolley, there are other passengers. So basically, since the brake is broken and there are two ways or two paths that you can either take. On one hand, you are gonna be killing one person, and on the other hand, you're gonna be killing, let's say, 3 people. I'm not really sure of the specifics, but it's like a question of morality, whatever that means. So people say that, oh, obviously you switch to like the side wherein you just kill one person because 3 lives is more than 1. But what if that one person is a doctor, and in his like destiny, whatever, he's out there to save a multitude of people, and the 3 other people, what if they're just like marketers like myself? Like, I hate that. I hate that question so much, and I actually don't know the answer to it because it just hurts my head, because I think every person's like important. Even if I'm just a marketer compared to a doctor who's there to save lives, don't I affect my parents' lives and I affect my friends' lives? Like, that counts for something, right? I'm sorry, this is a bit morbid. Please don't take this too seriously. Again, I don't think life is meant to be taken too seriously, but again, I am speaking through the lenses of someone with privilege. Don't hate me, oh my god. I don't want to think, and sorry, I really didn't think too much about this, and now like expressing it to you guys, I just feel inadequate with my thoughts and opinions. I also feel like it's an important topic to sometimes talk about with your friends, and you guys are my friends. But yeah, basically there's like that hierarchy, I guess, of importance of jobs. Let's just not judge people too much. I guess this video just shows how life, I don't know what this video is gonna portray, but I hope you guys are feeling okay. I think I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. I hope it doesn't rain. Have a nice drink of coffee. I need to read a book. It's called Visual Intelligence. Sharpen Your Perception, Change Your Life. And I got this during the Big Bad Wolf sale, and I haven't read it yet. So I'm gonna read this in the coffee shop. I'm back home. Sorry, this vlog's kind of boring. I was planning on editing when I got to the cafe, but like I said, I wanted to read, so I just ended up reading just a chapter from this book because yeah, I was only in the cafe for like an hour, but it's okay. I wanted to stay longer, but I had to come home. But this book is actually really good. I took notes. I'm gonna tell you like what I've learned. It's all about looking at things in a different perspective and allowing yourself to really look and assess and observe in everyday activities, which is an idea that I completely subscribe to. I always think about how the normal everyday things, it's what makes up our day. So even those simple little things, they should matter and they can be beautiful even though we experience it every single day. And that book just, you know, reaffirmed my belief for that. So I'm excited to get into that because this book aims to be sort of a guide to help you sharpen your perception and change your life. I like that, and there are a lot of good quotes. Can I read some to you? The first quote at the beginning of the book is, "We only find the world we look for," by Henry David Thoreau. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I like this because it tells us that we have a choice to see or not to see, and I like how we are
I like how we are an active participant in how we view and how we shape the world that we live in. Another quote that I read is, "We are all too much inclined to walk through life with our eyes shut. There are things around us and right at our very feet that we have never seen because we have never really looked." And that's from Alex Graham Bell. We have this tendency to tune out and miss very important details that can very well affect our life because we choose to wear electronic blinders while we do our everyday things. So I really relate to that because whenever I would commute, my attention spans obviously like cut in half because I would be listening to music. So I don't really focus on the details, and that could be very harmful because you never know what's lingering or what or who's lingering around us. So it's much better to have your 100% focus and attention like on all the time. So yeah, attention is a finite resource. The book tells us that we must trust in our senses and not our advanced technology, especially during concerts or such. I don't know, it's kind of weird since, you know, I'm a vlogger. I kind of have to like be capturing stuff and be vlogging things, but there is a time and place for everything. I believe there was a nice like little exercise. So this book has a lot of pictures, and the author told me or the author encouraged the readers to kind of take a few minutes to just look at this painting and allow yourself to observe it and see what kind of story you can come up with by observation. That was a very interesting exercise. The book encourages you to, or that chapter encouraged me to just slowly live life, to observe, and yeah, the longer you look, the more you discover. And there's another quote by, sorry, I did not write who the quote is by Sir Isaac Newton. He says that, "If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than to any other talent." The more we are more patient, the more we discover, the more we see things, like the more our eyes are opened. That's great. I really like that message. I'm gonna stop the vlog. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I feel like this was a very boring vlog because I just kept on talking. I like chatty vlogs. I wonder if you guys do too. Thanks for watching this. Yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys can share your ideas and your thoughts on whatever topic I've talked about today down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys soon. It's June. We're like halfway through the year. Let's live slowly this last half of January. This last half of 2019. I'm gonna say bye now. Thanks for watching. This video was from my heart to yours. Bye.